Alright, Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out, prophesying the truth and sincerity of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. And want to give double honors to the apostles, the GMS, you know, for teaching us in the other Archeum on the four corners of this earth, is pushing this truth in all honesty and sincerity. And basically, man, we coming out of the week of the Passover, man. So basically, man, we about to the Most High about to make moves, man. You know, because what happened when the Passover happened, man, when we was in Egypt, man, that's when the Lord got us out of there, man, away from the Pharaoh, man, and He saved Israel, man. But spiritually, man, we in that same time, man. When we're in that same time, man, when the Lord gonna redeem Israel, man. Gonna save us out of our captivity, man. So the Lord about to make moves, man. You're gonna see people falling out the truth, man. You're gonna see heathens getting judged, Edomites getting judged, man. Even the 2/3, man, getting judged, man. Whereas this year already started off with people getting judged, what 2/3 the case may be. So the Lord's making moves, man. Go ahead, get Matthew 24th chapter. Yeah, man. So basically, man, we in real beautiful times, man. You know, Lord willing, this could be the year, man, when the second Exodus come, man.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yeah, so they're gonna be famines and pestilences, man. When the Lord makes a return, man. There's gonna be earthquakes in diverse places, man. And they got this movie coming out called Geostorm, man. It's showing you that they got this technology with the satellites and stuff, man. Where they be controlling the weather, man. They tell you in these movies what they can do, what they capable of, man. And you know, man, I think if I'm not mistaken, man, we near that season when those storms come. I'm not mistaken, tornado season coming up.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Or is that like close around the fall? Well, anyway, man.
Yeah.
I think so. But basically, man, in that movie Geostorm, they showing you, man, that the stuff they doing tapping in with the weather, man, gonna cause all this destruction, cause a lot of hell, man. Cause in that movie, man, showing how they had tornadoes, all kinds of stuff spawning out of the sky, man. It ain't too far fetched, man, cause they be saying that they be having their hands in messing with tapping with these hurricanes and stuff, man. So basically, man, all hell gonna come, man. Get Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 1. Yeah, man, cause this city, man, that Esau built, man, it's gonna be all kinds of hell, man. You're gonna hear about all kinds of storms. I remember that year, man, they had like almost 300 tornadoes touch down in the Midwest, man. That's a sign right there that there's gonna be all kinds of hell, all kinds of storms, all kinds of stuff coming. Famines and pestilence, man. People will be out here starving, man. That's what a famine is, man. Not only that, it's going to be a physical famine, it's also be a spiritual famine, man. A famine of the word, man.
This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city.
Yeah, so woe to the filthy city that's polluted, the oppressing city, man. Because all they do here in America, in Babylon, is oppress the people, man. But most importantly, man, they oppress the nation of Judah, man. The nation of Israel, man. Started with the head tribe Judah, man. Because Judah is that head nation that you wouldn't know who those people is unless that top of the head of the nation is suffering, man. You ain't gonna know who the Israelites are, man. That's why when they say so-called African Americans, man, when they go through hell, they shine a light on what you'll call minorities, man. They had go-to people when you think about somebody getting oppressed, man. Because when you think about captivity, you think about when Judah, when the so-called African Americans was slaves, man, in America, man. Then right after that, man, the tribes follow, man. You got the Native Americans and the other northern tribes. You have Gad, Reuben, Manasseh, Ephraim. You think about them, man. But they don't want to consider the northern tribes being part of Israel, man. Like when they may think about people being oppressed, they always think about African Americans and the Native Americans. But what about the Aztecs and all them, man? Issachar and them, man. But it's coming out, man, that we all being oppressed together, man. You see now with Trump in office, man, that's shining the light on Issachar, man. They don't never get looked at it. Their iniquities that's put on them, man. How they be the main ones building up they helped build up America too, along with Judah, man. Because who the ones that's getting hired for these low positions, getting paid these low wages, but the most important part of the job, man. The ones out there getting paid very little, but doing the most work, man. Who the ones building up all these infrastructures, man? That's Issachar, man. He is hired, man. He building up all these stuff, man. He the one that built this downtown, man, building up these buildings, man. So it's coming out that we are them chosen people, man. Because soon it's about to be a race war, man. Go ahead and get that, or go back to Matthew about the nations right here.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yeah, so nation gonna rise against nation, man. And Israel is that top nation, man. And the rest of you other nations are under the nation of Israel, man. So it's gonna become a time, man, when the race war is gonna happen, man. And you got Trump, man. I mean, Snoop Dogg, he had a video when it showed him shooting Trump, man. Man, it's supposed to be like a joke, but they really mean that, man. Don't nobody like Trump, man. The Israelites don't like Trump, man.
Peace, family.
So basically, man, these 2/3 waking up, man. They gon' slop. Yeah, these 2/3, man, they waking up to help on what's coming, man. And I be hearing a lot of Edomites, they be equating Trump's regime as him trying to be a dictator, man. So the cat is out of the bag, man.
Yeah.
So if everybody know that Trump is trying to be a dictator, what do you think gonna come after that, man? Them camps gonna be open, man. You gonna go in there and get your head chopped off, man. Point blank, period, man. That's what a dictator do. If you go against his rule, what he decree, man, it's gonna be death upon you. It's gonna be woe is your destruction, man. Go back to Zephaniah and drop down to 6.
3 verse 6. This is Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 6. I have cut off the nations, their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passeth by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is none inhabited.
Yeah, man. So basically, man, when this city gonna get destroyed, man, it's gonna be desolate. It's gonna be a wasteland, man. After all this hell come upon this land, man, it's gonna be burnt in thermonuclear fire, man. It's gonna be made waste, man. But don't Esau, what it means? That's what's deep about it. It means a wasted away is he, right? So it's not only talking about, if you think of his spiritual, it's not only talking about his pigment, man. It's talking about everything he stand for, man. Gonna be wasted away, man. Even him himself gonna be wasted away, man. After 1,000 years of captivity, man, he gonna get burnt in that fire, man. So what's crazy is Esau, he gonna get burnt through 2 fires, man. Gonna stay here and get burnt to that fire in Babylon. Then he gonna get burnt in that fire after his slavery in the kingdom, man.
Well, I don't mean to cut you off, but 3 fires. Because he gonna feel the fire off them how we gonna beat on them in slavery, the spiritual power. Because you know we're gonna be burning them. Well, you know, I understand what you're saying. You get what I'm trying to say. He gonna go through 3 fires. You know, 6 days a week getting beat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So this city gonna get destroyed, man.
up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land.
Yeah, man. So everybody gonna turn to their own people, man, when that time come, man. When the Lord bring judgment, man. You see that in the prison systems, man. When they go into prison, man, they turn to their own people. You don't really see Jake in there chilling with Esau, man. You don't see the Goops chilling with the Edomites, man. They all separated, man. And you don't even see Issachar chilling with Jake, man. And they the same people, man. But they was taught to know that they was taught that they want the same people, so they separated from one another, man. But when that spirit of the Lord making the turn get closer and closer, man, they gonna be joining up amongst each other, man. That's gonna be all hell breaking loose in the prisons too, man. You gonna see Issachar and Judah and Benjamin and Levi, whoever in there. You know, that's another thing. You got people amongst Israel of the southern tribes. There's Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Nobody know for sure what tribe they go back to, really. Well, a lot of people, majority of our people. But you even got Benjamin and Levi in there with Judah, man. So they're pretty much together already, man. Cause look, if you're a West Indian, right, and you go to prison, right, you linking up with Judah, man. Unless you really deep into their what's that they be doing? That well, I don't know for sure, but you know how they got that little that voodoo stuff, they own religion and practices. I'm pretty sure they'll link up really heavy in that. But you just an average Benjamite Levite out here, you gonna link up with Judah, man. So they already together in the prison system. All they need is Issachar and whoever the northern tribes are coming linking with them, man. They gonna do work in them prisons, man. You know? So this 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 9, it says, "Know ye that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind." So basically, man, what I'm about to go into now, man, is when that kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yasharala, man, when it come, man, it ain't gonna be no effeminates, man, right? No idolaters.
Oh, he said we Israelites. They didn't want to hear the word.
Basically, man, what I was saying, there's gonna be no effeminates, no idolaters, no adulterers coming in the kingdom, man. That's gonna happen when the Lord makes his return, man. He's gonna purge all this wickedness out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? All these lesbians, gays, transgenders gotta go, man. I knew I was gonna, that's why I had to bring it out, man. See, that's why she looked away. I had to go ahead, I was going in that route anyway. Yeah, cause ain't gonna be no effeminates, man, no masculine women in the kingdom, man. And there ain't gonna be no dykes in the kingdom, man.
Basically, I had a piece of that. Alright, this is
Alright, bring it out then, Deuteronomy 22nd chapter. Deuteronomy 22nd chapter. Yeah, 22 and 5.
This is Ephesians, I'm going to read 5 and 6, right? This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 5. It says, "For this ye know, that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater have any inheritance in the kingdom of Yahushua and of Yahweh. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience."
Yeah, man. So all these people that's going against, well, all the people of Israel. So one thing I'm talking about everybody, but all the Israelites, man, they go against the covenant, man, against the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, man. The kingdom, you're not gonna go in on that first round trip, man. You got to make this second, man. Do that fire, man. So yeah, man. None of you people none of you Israelites that's idolaters, following, worshiping these false gods, man, and doing all this wickedness, man. Y'all ain't going on that first round trip, man. And back on you effeminates, man, the gays, transgenders, and lesbians and them, man, they not gonna make it, man, because that's what the Lord said, man.
22 verse 3.
Well, 6.
Deuteronomy,
No, 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy power.
Yeah, man. So you got women dressing up as men and men dressing up as women, man. You got these rappers even promoting that, man. You got Young Thug, all them wearing skirts and all that, jersey dresses and all that. That's gonna be the next thing, the next fad in the NBA was the last year long enough. You're gonna see Steph Curry wearing a jersey dress. You feel me? That's gonna be, man. That's gonna be wicked as all hell, man. And then you got these rappers, man. They got these luggage bags, but they look just like pocketbooks and purses, man. I was looking at that the other day, man. You got Rick Ross holding up a book. They gonna throw in a book bag in it to make it look all right, but they got a big ass pocketbook. They holding up a big ass pocketbook, man. That's what happened when you go after brands and stuff. Yeah. After Gucci, when you going after these brands, like that's what this place systematically put in your brain, man. Coming up in Babylon, man. They condition you to go after brands, man. And there was a movie, I forgot what it's called, man. It showed you that these brands, all this marketing, man, it's nothing but wickedness, man. Because nobody could see, man, because they had restaurants like McDonald's and stuff in that movie, and everybody wanted to eat that food, man. They didn't know why. It was just like they had these things leached in on them on the back of their heads. It's like all these marketing, it's like a marketing parasite. It was telling them to eat this, go buy that. And that's why people want to buy Jordans and all that. Want to buy that Black Pyramid, and that alone, man, that's wickedness. Black Pyramid after following that Egyptology bullcrap, man. So all this place pushes you to do is buy something that spiritually push that wickedness, man. Push that left hand side, man. And you got a lot of our people into that Egyptology, man. All that Egyptology is nothing but bullcrap, man.
First time in this home ever.
Oh, I was supposed to some fashion. But since you was going into Egyptology, pretty much, you know, bring out scripture, you know that's what it is. You're supposed to be like Hebrews, But I ain't gonna change the whole spirit. Sorry. This is Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 1. It says, "Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them."
Yeah, so don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven, man. That's what a lot of that Egyptology stuff is, man. And I be watching, I be filtering through the certain stuff. Like you got some of these Egyptology people. They do have a lot of knowledge. Don't get me wrong, but they are defiled by that other extra Egypt bullcrap they into, man. Cause I be listening to these two dudes, red pill and blue pill, man. I mean, I ain't gonna take that knowledge that they got from them, man. They do this studying and stuff, man. A lot of that stuff, if you really listen to it on a face, well, not a face value, but you really listen to it, you'll get the gist of where they coming from, and you block out all that Egyptology stuff, because they like to go into the horoscopes and all that is bull crap, man. But basically, man, they just made it the heavens, man, because they talking about, there's this video that I forgot who originally made it, talking about that cycle that we coming into around September. Like that's basically just a sign that they're showing you that we at the times, man. Because basically what they're talking about, that we entering, like it's talking about a cycle, talking about there's something big about it happening like around September. So man, I ain't gonna really look too much into it. Nobody know for sure you being dismayed by the signs of heaven by looking at that sign and trying to predict like, oh yeah, this such and such gonna happen. When the Lord said only one man know that time when it's gonna happen, man, that's the Most High, man. He the only one that's gonna know that day when that hell gonna come, man. You trying to predict and trying to find that stuff, you just being dismayed, man. You gonna bug yourself out And if you're a man in this truth, man, you gonna fall out, man. Sitting there trying to put a set date when you want the Most High to make big moves, man. It's not gonna happen on your time. It's gonna happen on His time, man. But he Acts 2:17. Yeah, man, because it's not gonna happen on your own time, man. It all happens through the Spirit, man. You just gotta be patiently and wait for it, man. So even though it might tarry, but wait for it, man.
This is Acts chapter 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall see dreams.
Yeah, man. So the Lord gonna pour His Spirit, man, by giving brothers dreams and visions, man. You got I forgot to do last name Miguel. It's something. But anyway, man, he got this Issachar, man. He had a dream that he saw the angels coming, man, in the chariots, man. And he said it was him and his children that got saved, man. So that's basically showing you that the elect is pretty much getting sealed in that 1/3, man. And the children gonna get saved out of here, man. And in that dream, he said that when he was with the angels, man, they said that those people. He said those people telling him not to go, saying that he gonna basically trying to put in his mind that if he go with them, he doing the wrong thing. They say he should stay and fight them, man. But if you know, man, you can't defeat no angel, man. You ain't gonna be able to punch and hit the archangel Michael when he come down here, man. You ain't gonna be able to throw hands with no angel, man. So basically, man, when them angels come on their chariots, man, you have Esau looking at them like they gonna know that the Son of Man then came, man. Because the Lord said all eyes gonna look upon him when he come, man. So they gonna see that he a dark-skinned, melanated man, spirit being that he is, man. And they gonna want to fight against it, man. Shalom. But basically, man, yeah, so when they see the Lord come off them ships, man, and see them angels, man, they gonna want to fight against them, man. But they gonna know, man, they can't
preach.
Yeah, so when them angels come, man, they gonna want to fight against them, because in that dream that the brother had, man, he said that he asked them how come white people come, man. The angel told him, he said that because they broke the covenant, man. But what that spiritually mean, they broke in that thing of basically what they did to Israel, man. They helped brought us into slavery and all that, man.
Correct.
They transgressed against the Lord's people, man. So that's why they can't go on them chariots, man. That's why the elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3 of Israel, man, are Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Preach, brother.
So we're the ones gonna get redeemed out of here, man.
Come on with it.
And the white people, that's so-called Caucasians, man, that's Edomites of the Bible, man. They the ones gonna have to go into that hardcore slavery, man.
Drop the gem, brother. Drop the
You
gem.
remember where
Drop the gem, brother. Drop the gem, brother.
I was gonna get this because you said that they broke the
Yeah, bring it.
All right,
Bring it, brother. Bring it.
This is
Drop the gem.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 5.
Yes, sir.
It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broke the everlasting covenant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they broke the covenant, man. They transgressed against the Most High, man. Not only did the wicked of our people did it, but ultimately Esau did it, man.
Correct.
Because he the one that taught our people. He's still teaching our people to do wickedness. Because what did the so-called white man do today? Don't he help push out wickedness? Let our people push wickedness through the rap music. And
Divide and conquer, brothers.
Exactly. So that's what he doing, dividing and conquering, and he think he winning.
Correct.
But he don't know that the Most High deal with the right and the left hand side. He deal with
Correct.
good and bad.
Correct.
He don't know that all this wickedness, he brought drugs and guns into the neighborhoods of our people.
Correct.
He don't know that by doing that, he really rising them up to fight in what is called a race war that's coming, man. But so you don't think that I'm speaking in my own words?
No. Listen, brothers. I come in peace and only peace.
Yeah.
What my main message is, just like you standing here preaching your own message, I have a message too, brother. We are all brothers and sisters.
Who?
A lot of people have a hard time with accepting Ishmael.
Nah,
It-
Ishmael.
listen, brother.
Ishmael
Listen,
not
listen,
so
brother.
that they
Listen,
a
brother.
whole
Listen,
nation.
brother. Ishmael come from the king of all nations, just like we all do. Yes, what? Yes, he
It was a
do.
split,
Yes, he
though.
do. Yes, he do. No, brother, ain't no split.
So what happened when
Ain't no
who was
split,
it?
brother.
It was Abraham. Abraham
and
had Isaac
Ishmael-
and Ishmael, right?
It's